Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Dear Downloads, episode 8 with Connor and Luke discussing gaming tech moving beyond into movies and TV and endless possibilities such as architectural visualization. What's going on, Connor?
Hey,
What's
buddy.
going on?
Hey, hey.
How's it going?
It's going good, man. It's going good. I'm early celebrating my birthday, which I kind of told you about earlier. So it's a good
Yeah.
day.
Happy birthday, homie.
Thank you.
It's the big how many years is it?
I don't know. Let me count.
Oh,
It's 33. I think it's 33.
33.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe 34?
47.
Maybe 21?
I go to bed at like 8:45 or 9, so it's like I'm 52. What's the difference?
I mean, you could be like my dad and go to bed at like 7.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad does too. Every time like 8:15 hits, he like, all right. that's
Off
it.
to bed, guys.
That's it.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it's
So you've been playing this week?
This week I played a little Warzone the other day with Amphi and Zach. We played like 4 or 5 games.
Okay.
We got a win in. And man, what else did I play? I played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid again. And then
Nice.
Apex. I played some Apex Legends. I think I streamed that for like 2 hours the other day. And it
Nice.
was a good time. Yeah.
Nice.
How about you? What you been playing this week?
Can you guess?
I don't know. I think you spent a lot of time watching Raised by Wolves and finishing.
No, I didn't do that.
That's gonna be my.
Didn't do that.
That's gonna be my new shtick. Like,
just keep asking me.
Every episode, ask you if you finished it, and you'll go, no.
No, no, still haven't finished it. Whoops.
Nice.
Playing. I've been Demon Souls.
Oh man.
Non-stop Demon Souls.
How far are you?
15% done, so not very far.
Wow, 15% after like, Jesus, 3 weeks.
I've been on it. Yeah, 3 weeks on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right after last episode, we were like, "Hey, AAA Studios, can you just give me a 10-hour game or whatever?"
Yeah, right.
But here I go playing 6,000 hours into this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if a game's good enough, it's totally worth it, right?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
And then otherwise, I downloaded Dragon Quest 11 on Xbox Game Pass. I might play some of that because that's just a good game.
Nice. I've never played the Dragon Quest series. You like them?
Oh, you should. Oh yeah, they're super fun. It's like a good like play it for 30 minutes every day kind of game. Like right before bed. Like it's just like they're fun. They're super old school like RPGs. Like if you imagine an RPG from like the early 2000s, that's kind of how, or not early 2000s, early 90s, that's still how it plays.
Okay.
But I don't know, it's fun.
Just
It's
no
got
stress.
good graphics.
No stress, just fun and get
No
into it.
stress. Yeah, exactly.
That's nice.
I recommend it.
That's nice. Well, man, I don't know. Like,
You get anything good for your birthday?
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I got a few things. So I'm trying to build all the pieces or get all the pieces to rebuild my old like Windows 7 computer. So I can have like all my audio recording gear like back to functioning, like all of it. Some of it I could still use, but none of it. Some of it's not supported in Windows 10. So I'm like, man. So I saved my motherboard and all this stuff from my old PC. I'm gonna piece it all together, and rebuild it, and I'm excited for that. So I got a case. So I got a new case because that's one thing I needed.
Okay.
And then, dude, I got this sick. I'll get a photo at some point. But I saw it forever ago, and my wife remembered it. It's this fucking blanket. It's a big circle, and it's like a fuzzy blanket.
A blanket?
Yeah, it's a blanket. Like, I got a blanket. Just hear me out. Come on, hear me out.
Okay.
Yeah, hear me out.
Okay.
And printed on it is like tortilla. So when you're wrapped in it, you're like a fucking.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen those. So you look like a burrito.
Yeah, dude, it's so. I love burritos, so I was like, oh my god, this is sick.
I think you got to be a heathen if you don't like burritos.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. There's some. I'm just gonna say it. Some places say they sell burritos, and they don't. And some of those places are called Utah. If you ever get a burrito in Utah, it's not a burrito. It's like I don't even know. They don't even have refried beans. It's like pinto beans in it with like salad and like it's like what the fuck is
Well, I mean,
this?
I don't do beans in my burritos, but
Well, if you wanted like a bean and cheese burrito, like I was a kid, we were
yeah.
traveling through Utah. I was like, oh, burrito, and it was like pinto bean. It was just terrible, dude.
Uh,
It's.
don't come to Portland then, because the Mexican food up here isn't much better.
I was gonna
It's
say
probably worse.
it's probably not that good because Oklahoma
It,
had rough Mexican food.
it is bad here. It's like oof. Like you can get good like street tacos and stuff here, but
Yeah, you can't mess
like
that
if I
up.
want, yeah, it's hard to mess that up. But if I want like a mess on a plate, like it just doesn't exist here.
Like a nice enchilada or whatever. It's just like
Yeah,
nah.
exactly. Like that like home style mess on a plate Mexican food. It's just not as good here.
But they have a lot. I don't know now, but they have a lot of food. I remember like all those food
Oh,
stands in downtown, like thousands. Like
food scene here is awesome. Like there's definitely good food. So like missing out on good Mexican food, but the trade off is there's like
yeah,
lots of good other food here. Like lots of good Asian food here. Lots of good Japanese, Thai food, stuff like that.
nice Thai food. Oof, yeah.
Yeah,
When you went
lots of
to
good Thai food.
when you went to California a few weeks ago, did you get a in on some Mexican food fix or no?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I went to this rad Mexican food place in San Diego. Forget the name of it right now, but it was dope.
San Diego's the best. I love San
I know,
Diego.
it's fun.
Let's see what anything else
What
new?
else did you get?
What else? I got one other thing, and why can't I think of it? Well,
Well, you bought yourself a hard drive, right?
yeah, I bought myself a hard drive, and I just bought myself a like a $10 HDMI switch. So when I have my PC, I could just switch, to my monitor.
Okay.
So and then God, what was there? There was three gifts. There was a blanket, a
Open them
tower.
today, bro.
I know, man. What is my problem? Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. But my cake. I love my cake, man. It's I didn't want a cake. So I got like one of those cookies that are like a cake, they put
You get a
icing.
Mario cake.
No, it's like a chocolate chip cookie, big ass cookie. They put icing
Okay.
on. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was good.
Nice.
It was a hit. It was a hit. We had it for lunch.
Hell yeah.
Eating healthy.
I mean, when you're an adult, you can have whatever you want whenever you want.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I just had some wings. I'm living the dream,
Oh
dude.
snap!
Yeah.
Nice. There you go.
Let's see. Dude, I was watching
Alrighty.
I wanted to say this on last podcast, but I was watching the show on Disney Plus. It's called The Mandalorian. It's not that popular. No, I'm just kidding. It's called Life Below Zero.
Okay.
It's sick. It's a fun show if you're like trying to kill time. It's these people that live in Alaska.
Okay.
Anyways, this guy who's a complete weirdo was like running through Alaska, like trying to push himself, and then over it they put the Last of Us theme, and I was like, "What the heck?
What?
This is the Last of Us theme in a show." So I was like, "This is sick." It was cool. It was cool. They did like a nice
Yeah.
montage of
That
him.
is cool.
Yeah. So I had a huge nerd moment,
Huh.
man.
I don't know if I could spot the Last of Us theme, but that's okay.
You would if
I
you
mean, in
heard
the
it.
news, yeah, I probably would. Well, I heard that they're starting to make a TV show for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it just got I mean, I guess I talked with Amphi about it too, because I guess it was greenlit before COVID, and then
Oh, was it?
production stopped, and then
Stopped.
and now production's
Yeah.
back on. So now it's like being real. So I'm freaking pumped.
That's cool.
But the unfortunate thing, I was reading on it, I was hoping it was gonna be like when we had our Last of Us 2 discussion, like
Yeah.
we're like, there's the 20 years from when his daughter passes and then he meets Ellie, like maybe
Yeah.
we get to see who's Joel. But really it's just the first game and maybe the second game. It's like of him.
Who knows? Yeah.
It's like no, there's a whole synopsis, and it's basically the first game.
Oh, okay.
It's like when he meets Ellie, and he's transporting her, and stuff happens.
Well, I guess that's okay.
I mean, only how many people played the game? I never even looked that up when we did stats for it. Let me
I
see.
mean, it's a PlayStation exclusive, so I don't know. It's probably somewhere between 5 and 10 mil.
That's what I was
Would be my
thinking.
guess.
That's what I was thinking. It was like 10 or 11 or something. So that means at least those people, maybe 1 million will tune in, to watch it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Units. Let's see if I can control 5 units. Selling over 1.3 million units. Its first week. Oh, 17 million by April
Oh
20
damn,
by 2018.
that is huge.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's amazing, actually.
Yeah, that's a lot of units.
That is amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, it's by HBO, so and they're not strangers to getting, property.
Ma- yeah, making good shit.
Yeah. Like Game of Thrones, like a book, and they made it into this badass show and then kind of like
It, and then drove it into the ground at the last season.
yeah. Last season and a half almost.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Once they ran out of source material, it went to garbage.
yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep, yep. But luckily Druckmann's like attached to it, so that's a saving grace.
Maybe
I,
maybe a good thing, maybe not. Who
I
knows?
hope it's a good thing. I hope it's a good thing. But they haven't
Yeah,
really announced who the cast
he got
is.
promoted this week.
He did? Really? What happened?
Oh, he's like the co-president of Naughty Dog now.
Oh shoot. Instead of creative director, he's now
Yeah,
ooh. Congrats. Congrats to him.
yeah, good for him.
Good for him. Yeah, I'm real happy for him. That's really nice.
I'm
Oh,
only lukewarm on Last of Us 2, so that's probably why I'm not.
I know. It's okay though. I'll forgive you for that. Let's see. I mean, I guess on TV show and whatever news, the whole thing that's been blowing up this week is Metal Gear Solid movie.
Metal Gear Solid movie. Oh snap! Right after our Metal Gear episode, like big news.
I
And
know.
also, you heard some news about maybe the first one getting remade or something, right?
I don't know. I think it's like a fan rumor that that's gonna happen, and
Okay.
this will lead into our topic too, because a fan remade the first game at least as a
Yeah.
demo. But so yeah, our topic today, like you got into, is how does video gaming tech go beyond gaming, and so we'll get into like Unreal Engine and just fun shit
Yeah.
like that.
Well,
But
it's also like, have you heard of Dreams?
no, I don't think so.
It's like a PlayStation game but it's like user created content, like user created games, but people have made like the first level of Metal Gear in that engine. Like
Really?
basic, yeah, but it's like a game development engine on your PlayStation 4. So,
No way.
kind of like yeah, kind of like the original. I mean, you know what like Little Big Planet is, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, which is kind of like the original like Mario Maker.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So they made like a new engine where it's like programming inside of your like PlayStation 4.
That's
It's like a
sick.
development engine. Yeah.
Can you
But it's similar to like, oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, can you like so if I download Dreams now, can I possibly search that user made demo and play it?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
doing that. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to like just jump on there, every couple weeks and like just see what kind of goofy shit people have made in there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was talking to my buddy Shane, who I went to really elementary school with, and kind of lived around the
Yeah.
street. And he was he showed me some of that stuff from the David Hayter. He
From that
speaks out like he's like, if you guys really are making this, he's like, I'd be happy to revoice Snake in the remake.
That's dope.
Yeah, and
That's super cool.
yeah, and then he was showing me some other stuff, which we'll get to on the topic, but
Yeah.
we're just building the anticipation. I don't know. But
David Hayter. Don't you mean Oscar Isaac?
well, yeah, David Hayter was no, I'm talking
Oh, I know.
the
I know.
game remake, the game remake.
Yeah.
But Oscar
The game where
Isaac
you make
is the
the actor in the movie.
Yeah.
theoretically, if it ever comes out.
Supposedly, yeah. It says all of it's
Yeah,
rumored.
supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'd be cool. I'd watch the hell out of it, you know?
Yeah, I would too.
Wasn't there like a StarCraft movie that kind of just was like, no, or
Yeah.
Warcraft? Warcraft. There's a Warcraft
Yeah,
movie.
it was a Warcraft movie. It was David Bowie's son directed it.
Insane, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's the same director as the director of Moon. If you ever saw Moon.
Oh, Moon's
Yeah.
sick. That's the one with Sam.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, that's such a good movie.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie.
I forget his name right now, but David Bowie's son.
David
Look
Bowie
it up.
Jr.
Yeah. DB Jr.
He goes by Dave. It's Dave. Dave Bowie.
Dave Bowie.
Or just Junior Bowie.
Junior.
Junior.
No, that's old Sean. But may you rest in peace.
What? What, dude?
I said that's Sean.
Oh, Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean
I
Connery.
know. That's sad.
Junior.
That's sad,
Yeah.
man.
I know, super sad.
It's so weird when my wife texts me
I want you to die, Mr. Bond.
My wife texted me when he passed, and she's like, 007 died. And I was like, what? And like, I was thinking the current 007, you know? I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Craig? What? I was like, he's
Daniel Craig.
I was like, that's weird. And then I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, okay. Sean Connery? Still super sad.
Yeah. I mean, he was an old dude.
Yeah, he was for sure old, man. For sure. Did a lot of great things, too. Did a lot of great stuff. He was knighted, right? Sir John Connery.
Probably.
Yeah, he was knighted.
Nice.
Did you see that meme about the Tesla cars getting a
No.
Bluetooth capability? I tried to look it up. I don't think it's actually real, so it's just a meme. It was like Elon Musk said that when you're next to a Tesla car, you could Bluetooth and talk to the person in the Tesla car, so they're getting like proximity chat for gaming.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's just a meme. But then I was reading through it, and there's like this hack where you could use it with a Bluetooth and hack into a Tesla and just steal it in like 90 seconds.
That doesn't surprise me, really.
So I think that's the new Nicolas Cage movie is 90 seconds or less. Hacking a
car hacking with Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Gone in 90 seconds.
Is that what it is? It's gone in 60 seconds. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, you got it. You got that one. Almost. Well, nailed it. So
Con Air.
Con Air, dude, that's a good movie. And honestly,
I know.
And ruined my childhood, to be honest.
Oh man, Nick Cage are in so many good bad movies.
Just because the name Con Air, and everyone called me Con Air,
I know.
and I was just like, God, okay.
Connor.
I was like, oh yeah, I've never heard of that. And Terminator with John Connor, like.
I mean, I can't count the amount of times I've heard Luke, I am your father in my entire life.
Oh
so,
man, I did not even think of that. Yep. Do like people like when they check your ID, like at the airport?
Well, it's either that or I get a comment about my birthday.
Oh, true. Yeah, September 11th. Yeah.
9/11. So
yeah,
I either get a Star Wars joke or a 9/11 joke.
Is it because I've kind of always known you as Lucas? So is your ID say Luke?
No, it says Lucas, but I've always gone as Luke.
Yeah.
So
okay.
When people call me Lucas, it's like,
Yo, who the fuck are you, man?
Why are you calling me Lucas?
It really freaked me out. Like Will, you know, all his parents, they all call him William.
William?
Yeah, and it was so weird to hear because, like, you know,
you can start calling him Billiam,
and then Billiam. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. All right, back on other topics.
Back on other topics.
I was gonna kind of go into depth about PlayStation Now.
Yeah, sure.
Have you used it?
I haven't used it. I haven't used any of the streaming services other than, well, I've used like in-home streaming. So like you can stream your games in home, like onto your iPad or your phone
Okay, yes.
off your PlayStation, which is pretty cool. So I've done that in the house, but I haven't done PlayStation Now.
Okay. So essentially, what it does, from what I've understood from the few games I've played, so I played a couple PS2 games and a couple PS3
Yep.
games. So what it does is it tests your internet connection and makes sure it's good enough for streaming games. And then,
Yep.
honestly, it just plays the game. You go into PlayStation Now, either pay your monthly access or pay for a year
Yeah.
subscription, which they give you a discount, and then boom, go into the library and start playing it. And then it's actually cool because when you play a game and choose a game, you don't have to go into the app. It's like on your home screen
Can-
on your
Yeah.
PlayStation, like as one of your games. So you just go into it,
Oh,
and
okay.
then it launches the game. Or
Huh.
yeah, and that's for old games. So I think for older games, since they're probably not huge files and huge games, it
They can just be on your desktop.
well, no, it just
So
streams
it's
it,
not.
so you don't have to download
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But like
Yeah.
the Metal Gear Solid 5, I haven't played it. I'm gonna get into Days Gone. So,
Okay.
but I assume that like what it did with Metal Gear, it installed it. So
Huh.
it installed it on my PlayStation. So I'm not streaming it.
So it's the actual game.
Correct. Yeah.
Huh. That's weird. Because I thought Now was just all streaming.
Now it said, I mean, it said I could stream it, but I might lose some graphics.
Fidelity.
Yeah, yeah. And so it said if you want to
Okay.
install it, you can. So I chose to install it, and then it let me do all the like update
Okay.
packs and all that stuff. And
Yeah, because I've also used like Steam Link too, which is similar, but that's just like in-home like streaming. So like you can stream your games off your computer onto like your other devices as well.
oh, okay, like your phone or whatever.
Yeah, your phone, because I mean that's kind of the problem with like the Apple is they won't let you like run actual streaming. Like like all these apps are considered like remote desktop apps instead of like
I see. Yeah.
yeah. So that's how they get around that. But
Okay.
like you can't have like Stadia on your phone or on like an iPhone, which
The
is kind of a pain in the butt.
the way I feel like what makes it so simpler about PlayStation Now is it feels like I have a subscription to it and I just have
Yeah.
access to the games. Like it's not like I haven't tried to stream it on my phone, like to play PlayStation Now. I don't even know if I can.
Okay.
I haven't looked up to see if that's a thing, but
I
it's
don't think it is. At least it wouldn't be with like iPhones, but it might be able to do it with like an Android.
maybe okay. Well, I think it's fantastic for like right
Yeah.
now because you don't have to go find games or browse the library or the PS Store. You just have
Yeah.
access to so many games and you can just play them. So I think
Hmm.
I recommend it. I recommend it. If
It's a
you're
good
looking
deal.
to play old games, yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
If you're looking to play old games and get caught up on gaming, and I don't know what their thing is with new games though, so I haven't looked into that. I don't know if it's like you wait a few months or some titles you get immediately. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine it's kind of Sony's answer to Game Pass, but that's not like streaming of games. That's just like you have a game subscription to all of like the
Yeah.
Microsoft games and whatever like third parties they decide to bring online with it. Um, but yeah, I really love Game Pass. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, I just downloaded Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
And that's what I think is sick with PlayStation Now. You can. So I feel like it is the answer now that I'm getting my like hands on it and playing with it.
yeah,
I feel like but I just don't think no one's using it. That's the thing.
yeah.
Like everyone's too like hands off and like
Well, I think it's they don't have all their like newer games on there. It's mostly like older stuff,
they.
right?
I mean, they have Days Gone, which came out like 10 months ago, like last
Is that
November.
it?
Yeah, let me see. Days Gone is pretty new, man. I feel
Huh.
maybe it's 2 years old, but Days Gone. Let's see. It came out in 2019, April 2019, so a year and a half ago. In my mind, it's still March 2020
Yeah, I
until
mean,
this year's over.
stuck in a time loop.
Yeah, dude.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
that's my point on the PlayStation now.
Yeah, I think all these subscription services are kind of cool. I mean, like even with, like I haven't screwed with it, but like Stadia, like they're gonna have Cyberpunk like day one, and like you can have like a free trial with it. So like you could have Cyberpunk day one for free on Stadia,
That'd be insane.
right? Like I don't know if you're just looking to try it out and don't want to like spend the money up front for the game. Like
Can you play
that's a pretty
Stadia
good deal.
on your PlayStation or Xbox, or it's only PC?
I think it's only PC or like probably Android products as well. I don't think you can play it on your PlayStation or Xbox.
Okay.
Um, and I think they'll also send you like a. You can probably play it off of like your Chromecast or something, and then like have your controller.
Oh,
You know
that'd be
what I mean?
cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. I gotcha. Probably.
I think so. And like I think some TVs might be able to install it as well.
Okay.
I don't. I don't know. I need to look into it a little more, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Likewise.
It's not a bad deal.
You know, there's a
I mean, I
what's up?
definitely think all this streaming stuff is definitely the future. Like I can
Agreed.
only imagine like all three of the Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony are probably all going to have like streaming options along with the other people. Like I don't know if Steam has a streaming option yet, but I imagine they'll be getting there eventually. And then
I don't know.
there's Stadia,
That's
and then I think Nvidia also has one as well.
oh really? I always thought Steam was streaming games, but it's just really a marketplace. In all
Yeah, it's
honesty.
just a marketplace for games. It's like it was the marketplace for games for the longest time.
Yeah.
It's like the one place to buy games out for your computer. Now there's a couple different options. Like you have the Epic Store, and you got the one owned by CD Projekt Red, GOG.
Uh, It is kind of crazy, like subscription services, because I feel like, I mean, you can't be you as a user, or me or you or I
Yeah,
or whatever. We can't have all these subscriptions to where it's like Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, this and that. It's like, fuck, I'm spending hundreds of dollars on multiple subscription services. You know.
are you?
No, no,
I mean,
no. I'm not doing it. I'm just saying I only have a few because I don't want it to get out of hand.
Yeah, I
So
mean, what I do is I rotate them. So occasionally I'll do Netflix, or occasionally I'll do
yeah,
Amazon, watch the shit I want to on there, and then I'll swap to a different service. So I'm really only paying like $10 a month for my services.
yeah, that's what I've been doing. I stopped Hulu for a while and
Yeah,
just brought up back Disney Plus, and then I'm probably
yeah,
gonna get rid of that once Mandalorian's done, and then
done, and swap over to somebody else's service,
yeah, I'll probably
and
go to Hulu or whatever. Maybe HBO Max, since they're getting like all the movies when they hit
yeah,
theaters. Like that's pretty crazy.
yeah, that is. I mean, that just was announced the other day. Like
Yeah,
they're releasing all of their movies for 2021 on their service the same time as when they're coming out on theaters,
it's insane.
which I can't imagine. Like theater chains are just probably. I can't imagine they're going to exist after this.
Yeah, I mean, this is what's crazy about how coronavirus has treated the world, and like streaming is a real thing, dude. Like it's
Yeah,
becomes more and more viable. Like hell, like the last couple days I watched. Well, I guess it was two. It was one concert, but it was over 2 days. And then
yeah,
so I watched The Plot and You on Thursday, and then I watched We Came as Romans on Friday, and then I watched my buddy live stream a concert. Amphi, he live streamed a concert Friday at
sure.
the Nile Theater on
Oh,
YouTube.
that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
So it's like,
Well, I
man,
mean,
like this should start becoming a real thing, you know?
yeah.
And then it's
Well,
on
I mean,
demand.
there's good and bad things with it. I think because I don't know. I'd like to be able to go to theaters and concerts and stuff after all this is over, but imagine that their market share is probably just getting eaten away by these streaming services.
Oh no, I
But
agree. Yeah, no, if it's available, I'd like to. The rough thing about
yeah,
living in like El Paso, is
you don't have any of those things.
concerts don't come here, even if they are,
Yeah,
so you got to go to Phoenix, Dallas, or wherever. So like
Yeah.
imagine everyone else in the world. You know, it's like shit. I want to see this band. Like, we'd love to see the Lumineers, but they barely play shows. So it'd be awesome to see like
Yeah.
some live streamed event that they are playing. But it is all like
Sure.
it should also be both. Like it should be a live.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I get it. You lose production quality, when it's live
Yeah.
for sure.
But
That's a whole other topic.
live stream near Austin city limits.
Yeah, there you go. South by Southwest could just be a live stream
Yeah,
event. You just put on your VR headset and walk around.
that's true. I mean, that's like some of the shit that like Fortnite's doing, like where they have concerts in Fortnite, which also
Yeah,
gets back to like our original like topic for today was like talking about like game tech and like they've built that into the engine where they can like live stream events in the game, like concerts or whatever else, or movies, and like in the game. So people like sign on into that game to play it. That's like part of the engine of like the Unreal Engine, which is also like crazy because they're like, they're making TV shows with it now.
yeah,
Like the Mandalorian, where they're like, it's all integrated and they have like this giant, like, I don't know. I saw the link you sent me where it's like this room of like just TVs or
yeah.
like projectors or
No, it's a
whatever.
big round LED screen. So it's like,
Wonder what that thing costs.
yeah, and an LED roof, so they can
Yeah.
model I don't know, the sets. I guess the digital sets.
Yeah, they're like basically using their assets inside of that room in the TV and then like turning it into the show, which is just nuts. It's almost kind of what like Team Labs does. Have you ever heard of Team Labs?
No, I have not.
They're like a Japanese like art group that does like installations around the world, and they're like interactive like art exhibits, but they're all like projectors and shit.
Okay.
And so they like project artwork on like the walls, and it's like, flowers or like butterflies flying through the room and like color changing stuff. When I was in Japan last year, I went to one of their exhibits. And I also went to another one of their exhibits and was in Singapore this year. Um, but yeah, it's like a whole thing, like where you just like walk around this like big art exhibit, and they have like all these different rooms with like projectors in them, and like they're just like,
It just throws stuff all
I don't
over
know.
the walls. So I mean,
Yeah, like throws artwork all over the walls, and like you can interact with it, and like
oh,
if you like move towards it, like the artwork responds.
oh, really?
So
That's pretty
yeah, so
cool.
I imagine
Okay.
they're probably using some sort of software similar to like what the Mandalorian's using for production would be my
Or I
guess.
mean,
I don't.
shit. It sounds like even like what we used, like it tracked your movements and it could see, what you were doing off of, like the camera or whatever, like the dance or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
to a very
So
rudimentary level. But
yeah,
the thing with the Mandalorian thing was like super interesting because even Disney has rides that are like the similar rooms. Like you go into a room and you're on I feel like the new Star Wars one. Maybe it's why they started production on the Mandalorian this way. Like there's a Star
yeah.
Wars ride where you're just in like the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, but you're in an LED room and it makes you feel like you're flying through space. And
Well, it's like Star Tours back in the day, right? Where it's like a room on. You've ridden Star Tours, right?
where's
At
that?
Disneyland.
At Disneyland?
Disneyland.
I've
Yeah.
ridden Star Mountain, Star Tours. I don't know. Maybe,
It was
maybe.
like the original like Star Wars ride at Disneyland
I didn't know. I haven't. I didn't.
in Future World. Yeah, like it's super old, like, but it's just like a room on hydraulics and like a big TV screen at the front of it, and like you're like riding on a in a plane.
Oh, okay, okay, but it's just in front of you. Like this makes you feel like you're
Yeah,
in the space, like the
yeah,
everything around you. What's crazy? I don't know if you did watch that video too full. Like, it's so sick. Like how they use the Unreal Engine to build these spaces and just the possibilities of it. Because
yeah,
like it tracks the camera's movement, so it keeps the perspective, and like the actors have something real to look at, not like a fake green screen something. Like
yeah, exactly.
it's so sick.
Like, well, and you can like make changes like on the fly as they're filming, like adjust like mountains and stuff in the background while they're filming the show, which is just like what?
Yeah,
That's nuts.
yeah, that's sick. I thought too
Yeah.
because my wife was watching that movie. You've probably seen it. It's Beowulf. It's like a computer
Uh,
animated movie of like an old tale.
yeah, I mean, I've heard of it. It had what's her name in it? Tomb Raider, right?
Yeah, it had Angelina Jolie in it, and it had Anthony
Yeah.
Hopkins and a few other people. It's a good
I never
movie.
saw it, but I
I
know about it. Yeah.
I thought they used some sort of. I tried to look it up. I was like, man, they must use some sort of video game tech, but they didn't. It was just like mocap and a few things. And
Mocap and Maya or something like that, probably.
they actually, I think that movie like really pushed forward computer graphics and how it was like integrated into film. And I wanted to read more
Sure.
on that, which I didn't, because it didn't have anything to do with gaming. So I was like, it doesn't help this topic. So
Well, I mean, I mean,
it
you remember the Final Fantasy movie that came out like 2 decades ago, right? And that was like game development studio basically using their like software to make a movie.
that's true.
Awful movie, but from a technology standpoint, it was cool.
It still looked good.
Yeah.
It looked great. Was that the Spirits Within or
Yeah.
yeah? It was interesting. It wasn't that terrible, man.
Oh, it just the story wasn't very good, but
Yeah,
it was cool
yeah,
tech.
that's true. It was kind of lacking.
Yeah. But I mean, you think about it, like, man, the tech they've been pushing like hard. I mean, like Avatar is like a decade old now.
Yeah, for real. Well, all right. So another one that used the Unreal Engine was that movie Marvin with Steve Carell.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I never watched it, but so it's like
Okay.
he got like beat up, or he had some sort of thing happen. So what he does is he makes like little
Okay.
models to escape reality, and has whole stories. And so like the
Okay.
models come to life and they're animated, but that's what they used. They used the Unreal Engine because I was watching that one. They said because they could make changes on the fly,
Okay.
like what you were saying earlier. Like they just get in there and
Yeah.
make all the changes they need to, and it was like a much easier engine than some other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you've ever used like any of those, 3D rendering software or modeling softwares, like, 3D Studio Max or Maya, I mean, they're kind of a pain in the butt to like mod stuff on the fly, but I mean, you can do it. It's just harder.
Yeah, I never got into
But
3D Studio Max or honestly any 3D software besides SketchUp.
okay.
I'm such a noob. Like I don't even know
Noob.
Revit. I barely use Revit, like barely.
Yeah. Barely.
Yeah. Well, I like what you said. The possibilities of video game tech, like changing architectural visualization. Like,
Yeah, I mean it does all the same stuff that like all of those suites do. It's just I think it's maybe simpler to use. And you can like import assets from like just about anywhere. So, if you modeled it somewhere else, you can bring them in and then like
oh,
be-
okay,
because it's got like the integration with like, you know, all the headsets and stuff, all the uh what are they called? VR headsets.
yeah.
Like automatically in the engine, like you can just like put on your VR headset and like walk around a house in there or something, which is pretty
Dang,
cool.
that'd be amazing. That could
Yeah.
that could change how you present to clients with design too.
Yeah.
Shit,
So
that's awesome.
I don't
What I love is how like fans take over things too. And
Yeah.
that's some of the stuff I was talking with my buddy Shane about, or he was showing me. Like he showed me this fan made uh, like basically a trailer for Majora's Mask.
Oh, okay.
It looks
That's
sick.
cool.
And then I guess that the people that made that started their own independent studio, and they're making
Okay.
a PS5 exclusive called Kina Bridge of Spirits,
Okay.
and that looks awesome too. Like it's really cool.
Hmm.
These are just people just doing their thing, fucking
Just doing their thing.
nerding out, making a Majora's Mask something, and takes off.
Because making games is not an easy thing. It's about the hardest thing you can do.
I couldn't even imagine. I honestly no.
Yeah.
Like, no way. I mean, maybe coming up with a story and ideas, but like from there,
The
like,
actual execution, like
yeah, what do you
just the
do?
amount of man hours and like it's not easy work and like there's always budgetary constraints and I feel like they're always under crunch. Like, man, I feel for developers. Like, their lives aren't easy.
Yeah, I know. Like huge teams of people, huge.
Yeah.
And you talked
Huge.
about on Dreams, a Metal Gear Solid remake, and he was showing me
Yeah.
this other one that used the Unreal Engine and was
Okay.
a Metal Gear Solid remake, and it was like you're fighting Metal Gear, so it was like the end battle.
Yeah.
But it looks sick. It looks so good.
Well, and I think in like both those engines too, like people have remade PT, which is like the Kojima game that was canceled. That was supposed to be the like new Silent Hill, but they had that demo inside of that was for the PS4, and like there's no way to get it anymore. Like you can't download it, you can't play it, like unless you have a PS4 with it on it. Like there's no way to play that. So it's kind of cool that like people are remaking that in these like engines.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you that too, because I remember you saying forever ago that game PT was remade, so that's also in Dreams.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
I don't know if it's the full game, but people are like playing with it. I imagine there's probably a you know Unreal version of it as well,
probably.
because people like to nerd out about that stuff.
I just love the possibilities that video games can bring to other things, and even like, I mean, streaming. I feel like became a thing because of gaming. Like, so people could watch games, tournaments, whatever. So like, and now it's a huge industry. Like live streaming. I'm meaning like Twitch and everything like that.
Yeah,
Let's see
Craig
here.
left our channel.
What a butthead. Craig is the bot we use to record our audio, and yeah, we got a backup though. We got OBS running, so keep it going. Why did he leave?
I don't. He said he failed at 3:45.
Now recording.
That's Craig joining in.
Whoops.
That's all right.
Sorry,
3:45. Oh
everybody.
my gosh, that was like 35 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh well, no big deal. Well, I don't
Whoops.
know. I don't have much else on the topic or
Yeah, I
anything
don't
else.
really either. I don't know. Just a cool thing to cover.
You know what? Actually, I got something.
Yeah.
We're talking about the my friend or another streamer. Her name is Brit-to-the-ney. She had some PC issues, and you were talking me through it. And actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I haven't followed up. It's super cool. She was able like she told Twitter her problems. I messaged her, and we were
Yeah.
talking about it, and she was having issues dropping frames, and
Okay.
she sent us her build, and we both agreed, you know, and you made it make sense. She needs a better processor because she had a
Yeah, probably a better processor, maybe a better graphics card. It's hard to say. Which one's probably her bottleneck. She could probably run a couple benchmarks and see where her bottleneck is at, whether she's dropping frames from the PC side or the CPU side or the GPU side. Um, go back into what you were saying anyway. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say the what she's running is essentially NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti 4 GB graphics, and then
Yep.
it's a pre-built gaming PC which came with I think an AMD Ryzen 5, but the 1400 CPU.
Ryzen 5.
That's what she said. That's what it says here. It says with AMD Ryzen 5 1400 CPU.
So 1400 is their like first generation of the Ryzen. So it's probably the Ryzen 5, but it's a 1400. So the first gen Ryzen cards, they're really good at like multi-thread tasks, but I think that's only a 4-core card, or not card, but a processor. So my guess is she probably needs maybe some more cores, and probably a newer processor would help her. But
Well, here's the curveball: is so she reached out to her like Twitter community, and they all
yeah,
donated because she's like, I can't afford getting a new one right now with Christmas, and everyone
sure.
donated, and she was able to buy a new processor. I don't know what she bought, if it was the 26 or
Okay.
the 36, and
That's super cool.
but yeah, it's so sick. But she's still having issues with the new processor. So, and I don't know what
Hmm.
the processor was. Let me see if she posted that. Let me. We're doing a little live investigation. No, I don't know. She says it still looks pixelated. She got the new processor in, updated the BIOS on the motherboard, and now my stream still looks pixelated. But I don't know what the problem could be. Maybe it is the GPU.
I mean, it could be. She's definitely hitting a bottleneck somewhere in there. You said she was still on a hard drive. Like that could be part of it as well.
I think so.
But,
Yeah, I forwarded that on your recommendation to operate off of a SSD.
yeah, that definitely helps. But I don't know. It's hard to say.
I don't game and stream with this PC. Like I've never gone above 4% CPU. And I mean, I guess I played Among Us, which is a small game, you know.
Yeah.
But I never checked to see what my CPU or GPU was at on that.
Like I've streamed on mine and haven't had issues. And I'm running a, 1080 Ti and a Ryzen 1700X, which is like a first gen Ryzen processor, and then 2 generations old
Gotcha.
graphics card. But I mean, but they're both like top of the line at the time. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. I don't know. What were you saying? She needs to run possibly a what? To see where it's clocking out. Which one's clocking out?
Oh, maybe run like a benchmark and like see if she's getting bottlenecked from her CPU side or GPU side.
Okay.
Because there's benchmarks that can you can tell it to run it through the graphics card or the CPU, and it'll kind of tell you what kind of frame rate issues you're running into. Because usually, I believe, I guess it just depends which way you're transcoding too. Like she could offload her transcoding onto the CPU or the GPU one way or another.
I
So
asked
that
that too, yeah, and she said she runs
yeah,
for streaming. She runs her encoding off to her GPU, which I think is the way to
okay,
do it. So it lets your processor think a little more.
yeah, because most games these days run pretty much all off of your GPU. So maybe she should try
Oh,
running it through her new CPU, run the transcoding through the CPU,
okay,
and that might help her with dropping frame rates because then she's not double taxing her graphics card. You know what I mean?
okay, yeah, that's a good thought. That's a good thought. See,
But yeah, if she's
we
running
cover
all
all
of that
bases
stuff,
here. We cover all
it,
the bases.
if she's running all of her stuff through her graphics card, then yeah, she probably does need a beefier graphics card to like cover the
That's a good point,
you know
actually.
the additional overhead that she's put taxing on it. And some games are GPU intensive, and some games like to run off the CPU. It just depends on when they were programmed. So
A funny thing happened too. This other streamer, I just met him or whatever through Twitter, and then we played Apex the other day last week. And is Small Couch is his channel name, and
okay,
he was having issues with OBS. He just like upgraded his PC and like all this shit, and he's like, "What the fuck," you know? And then he just had to run OBS as an administrator, like right click it,
oh okay,
and then it
and
fixed
then it
it.
worked.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I didn't understand the full reason why. He kind of went on to it when I was like, he was streaming and I was in his chat, and
Sure.
yeah,
Huh.
I guess if you play a game and have OBS, it pushes the resources more towards the game. So OBS was having an
Yeah.
issue, but if you run as an admin, it
Doesn't do that.
yeah, I guess not. Yeah, according to
Huh.
his experience in that specific. I mean, he plays
Yeah.
Apex Legends and Warzone. I don't know what else.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What else you got today?
Not too much. Like a week away from Cyberpunk. I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, man.
And we got Game Awards next week, so we're going to be doing our podcast next week, kind of look at the results on that. So that'll be exciting, and we're gonna have a couple guests. We're
Yeah.
gonna have Amphi and
And Max from
Max.
yeah, he's got a gaming podcast, The Unqualified Geeks. We went to high school together. Yeah, I'm excited,
Sure.
dude.
Yeah, should be cool.
Yeah, kind of
You got anything
react,
else?
to.
Yeah, react, and then we're also gonna put together a list of what we thought our favorite 5 games were and kinda, roast each other over it, I imagine a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah. Well, it'll probably go sideways or left or right here or there. But it'll be fun, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And the week after that too, we're gonna have another streamer. His name's Lost and Found, and we're gonna go over indie games
Indie games.
and playing indie games. And he's working on developing an indie game, and I kind of wanted to
Okay.
get his thoughts on that. So that'll be
Yeah.
that'll be kind of cool too.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Exciting times.
it is. It is.
Then it'll just be about the end of the year. Got anything else, Connor?
No, nothing really. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to us on any other podcast, please follow the
Give us
channel.
some stars.
Feel free to give a review. I don't know if we actually even have a review. I saw on Apple Podcasts that there was, someone gave 5 stars. Maybe you or I. I don't know.
Wasn't me.
Was
but,
it you? Yeah, then I didn't do it either. So,
Someone likes us.
someone likes us. Please give any feedback. What you like, what you don't like, or any segments you'd like. For us to integrate or any.
Yeah, hit us up on Twitter if you'd like us to talk about any discussions or whatever else. Got any comments?
Yeah,
Please let us know.
we'd appreciate it.
At Dear Downloads.
Cool. That's all.
Otherwise, that's all we got. Well, see you next week, everybody.
All right. We'll see you. Thank you.
Bye.